welcome back to Gospel Guided Life, where Jesus is our guide and we follow.
God, you call me by my name. The love you give me, I just can't deny. No longer blinded, I can see you. I'm on my way to meet you.
As we enter into the fall season, you see I have my fall mug. We will be discussing how to fall back for Jesus, how to fall for Jesus during this fall season. Also, I do want to say, if you hear a lisp, I do have my Invisalign in, so you might hear a little bit of a lisp. But nevertheless, we're going to get into this video and just learn about some tips and look at some scripture on how to really fall for God during this fall season. So if this sounds like something that you'll be interested in, go ahead and keep watching. So if you know me, I'm always going to have some notes here. So let me put my phone up because I don't necessarily need the phone right now. But we will be coming from the book of, I believe it's James. I took notes on this because I want us to really talk about it. Yes, it's James 4 verse 7 through 9. I do have my Bible here with me. I was going to look it up on my phone, but I want to read it from my Bible. Also, I got this Bible off Amazon. I'll have it in the description box below. I really love it. I love the softness of it. It's pink, girly. You know, that's my go-to. And it's interesting, you all, when I was just researching and looking up scriptures, you know, what I kind of wanted to talk about when it came for falling for Jesus and just getting closer to him during this fall season. Y'all, I was on, like I was looking it up online. Tell me why I already got this all highlighted from another time I was doing Bible study. Like, I was like, oh, I already know about this. It was just really cool. So I already had it highlighted. But when we're reading from James 7 through 9, I'm going to read it to you all. So it says, submit yourselves then to God. Resist the devil and he will flee from you. Come near to God and he will come near to you. Wash your hands, you sinners, and purify your hearts, you double-minded. Grieve and mourn and wail. Change your laughter to mourning and joy to gloom. Humble yourselves before the Lord, and he will lift you up. I don't know, something about that scripture really touched me. For one, the first line, when we're here in verse 7, where it says, submit yourselves. I do feel like when you're submitting yourself to God, that is falling for God. That's number one, just stating that, no, God, I am living my life for you, and no, God, I want to do life with you. So that really, you know, the first line already sets the tone for what we're reading. And the next thing that really touched me is when it says, come near to God and he will come near to you. Now, this is what I wanted to dissect, because I do feel that sometimes people do want to come near to God and people do want to have that relationship with God, but truly just don't know kind of where to start, how to actually cultivate this relationship with God. I think that it's maybe like a difficult thing, that you have to be perfect, and maybe they're still living in the world and just really don't know how to, like I said, fall for Jesus and cultivate this relationship. So I have some notes here, and this is where my notes come in. And I just want to dissect that and kind of give you all some tips and some advice and some of the things that you can really do during this fall season to kind of end your year better than you started your year. And for me, myself, I'm speaking honestly for myself, you might have had an amazing start to the year. Me, it was a whirlwind. I think I kind of mentioned this to you all in another video where I told you all my mom got really sick at the beginning of this year. So for myself, I am praying that I end this year way better than I started it, from the point where closing down my business, my hair growth oil, my hair care line. If you're interested in that, that'll be in the description box. That's not about that video, but I'm looking at my hair and I'm like, I look kind of cute. But back on topic. But yeah, for myself personally, I'm truly trying to end this year better than I started it. I'm grateful that I made it through, because God was definitely with me every step of the way, but I do want to, you know, end the year better than I started it. So the first thing I have here, especially during this fall season, is don't get too busy for God. when we're in the fall season and going into the holiday season, we have so many things that we have to do. Or and I'm gonna make another video about this, where sometimes seasonal depression comes in and you just don't want to spend time with God. But this is more so for the busyness. So, you know, we got the holidays, we got Thanksgiving, we got Christmas shopping, we have Black Friday shopping, we have if you have a business, fourth quarter is usually the quarter that most brands make their largest amount of money, so especially for product-based business like myself. So we're all looking at our business plans, our marketing plans, or if you have family and you have children, you're thinking about what do you want to get them. You know, the end of the year is definitely a time where busyness and you know, you're busy. So the first thing I have here is don't get too busy for God. Challenge yourself to spend time with God. That's something that I'm doing for myself, whether that's in the morning, at lunchtime, say if you're a busy mom or you have a family, at night you're putting your children to bed or helping with homework, maybe during your lunch when you're just alone, your children aren't there, 15 minutes, 20 minutes to just really spend time with God. And that looks a lot of different ways. So let's dig into, okay, how do I spend time with God? Maybe you're new to your walk with God. I would say number one is your daily bread. I know this is a task that a lot of people shy away from, who also say that they're Christians. They're not reading their daily bread. And when I say daily bread, I'm talking about the Holy Bible. I challenge you all to even pick a book and read a scripture a day. A chapter a day. It doesn't have to be truly like, okay, what am I, you know, like making it difficult for yourself. I challenge myself all the time, a chapter a day. Right now I'm reading the book of Proverbs because I really needed wisdom during this time, and I know that the book of Proverbs gives you, it talks about wisdom and it talks about knowledge, and that's the season that I really need right now. So I'm reading a chapter a day. So I challenge you that. Spend time with God. Let's not get too busy. And that kind of goes into creating a routine, kind of how I kind of mentioned it just before. Even if it's not in the morning or in the night, if you're extremely busy, during that lunchtime, if you have a break on your job. I know sometimes when I did work in office, I would go out. We had this really nice walking trail by my corporate job, and I would go out and sit and eat lunch outside and like kind of listen to the birds chirp. For one, it was freezing in my office, so I would love to sit out. I live in Central Florida, in Orlando, Florida, so sometimes that heat just felt so good on my skin instead of being in that cold office. So now I work remote, so throughout the day I'll take my dog outside, take him for a walk. Sometimes I'll go and eat lunch at different places instead of eating at home. So it's a lot of different ways that you can spend time, and you can really romanticize it and you know, just spend time with him. And the video that I have a playlist as well that I'll definitely share with you all. I'll put it in the description box again. It gets me through, y'all. So creating that routine, challenging yourself, because you're gonna get bogged down with time, but you know, you have to challenge yourself to say, no, this is the hour. And I think with the routine, it makes it easier. Like it says here in James, it says, come closer to him and he will come closer to you. When you challenge yourself and say, like on your phone, if you even put an alarm, 30 minutes with God, 6 p.m. every day, you already know. If you have something going on, okay, can I do it at 6:30? Can I do it at 5:30? Because at 6 p.m. this is my time. Just like we want him to show up for us and do things for us in our lives, you have to show up for him too. Next here, I wanted to talk about the challenge of reading the Bible. So like I said, there's many ways to spend time with God. I said one is your daily bread. Number two, I would say definitely worship music. It's really important of what you enter into your mind, what you let enter into your ear gates. Like I just kind of said, I will put that in the description box. So for the difficulty with reading the Bible, I will suggest the Bible app. I'll put the link in the description box because they make it so easy for you. There's this thing on the Bible app that I found out about maybe last year. I actually didn't know about it. I didn't know about it till more recent look from Hobby Lobby too. Woo! Yeah, I recently just found out about this. It's called Bible Plans. So they'll have in the Bible app different plans that you can look up. So let's see if I can look up something in the Bible plan that give us an idea, maybe I can put it in the description box. So you literally go on the Bible app and you look for plans. So some of my plans that I have read before was finding hope in the heaviness. That was definitely something that I was trying to do. Trusting God's plan in the battle. That was a Bible plan that I had before too. I have a lot of Bible plans, and there's so many Bible plans. So there's one on hope, depression, healing, anger, fear, peace. So whatever you're going through, there's one on finances. So whatever you're going through in the season of life that you're in, there's a Bible plan for it. And what it is it'll give you devotionals, it'll give you scripture, and then it kind of talks you through how. Let me go to one of them that I had. Okay, so one I had was here, finding hope in the heaviness. So it had the devotional, it had the scriptures that you can read as well. So it's really good. It just helps you make that time, really make that time. Lastly, you all know I always talk about community, and I can't not talk about it right now. So I will be listing below 2 Bible studies that I have attended that I truly love, and they're all women, and they're on Tuesday and Wednesday. So one is actually today. I'm recording this on Tuesday. I just realized I think I want to try to see if I can listen in on it after I'm done with this video. But what it is, the one on Tuesday is with Rest Ministries, and I actually found out about this from South Life Through Christ. I don't think they attend it anymore, but I still really love the Bible study that Pastor Colette does. So it's on Tuesday at 7:30, Tuesday at 7, and then there's a local group here called By Her For Her, and they do Bible study on Wednesday. Like I said, community is always something that is great. Whether that's, and you kind of can listen to these Bible studies when you're cooking or when you're doing different things in the house, because you're letting it flow into you. So I'll list those below, because I think those will be great during this fall season to just kind of have that relationship with God, continue to cultivate, continue to grow, and just continue to surround yourself with Him. Lastly, if you all are looking for any good books to snuggle up with during the fall season, I know during the fall season a lot of people like to read. They snuggle up in a nice blanket, and that's when they really get their reading on, because they're not really outside as much as it gets colder. I want to tell you all about this book. This is called Church Girl. I'll have it linked in my Amazon, because I got it off Amazon, and I really think this will be an amazing read for the fall season. If y'all want, maybe we could read it together and we could talk about it. I don't know, but I'm definitely loving this book. It's called Church Girl, and it says a gospel vision to encourage and challenge Black Christian women. I am a Black Christian woman, so it's directly talking to me. So it's by Sarita T. Lyons, and it's forwarded by Jackie Hill Perry, and I love both of these ladies. If you know Jackie Hill Perry, she has a podcast with her husband called With the Perrys, and Sarita Lyons, she's just an evangelist in the whole Christian world. You can look her up on Instagram. She has an amazing testimony and an amazing story. And she also is a rattler, just to let y'all know. Y'all know I don't know if you wouldn't know, but I went to Florida A&M University, and I was listening to a podcast that she was on, and she said she went to FAMU too. So I already got a little special lock-in with her just by that. So this is just if you all are looking for a good read during this fall season. That's it for this video. I just kind of wanted to give you all some tips that you can do during this fall season. I'll definitely have more videos coming up during the fall. Let me know below, what are some of the things that you do during the fall season to kind of just fall for Jesus, grow closer with Him during these holidays, during these busy months. Sometimes this can be a very stressful time for some people, and a very happy time, or a sad time, especially if you've lost family members. So what are some things that you do to grow closer to God, to really lean on Him, to really submit to Him during this fall season? I would love to know and converse with you in the comment section below. But that's it for this video. Make sure you please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Mwah.